In this week's video, I'm answering some of your questions for the Ask Me Anything series, where you've DM'd your questions through to the ISAMAYA Beauty account. So we'll kick off with Ginger Est Ginger, who says, what are your literary influences? I'm reading a book at the moment called The Master and His Emissary, and I've been reading it feels like for years now. It's a very kind of scientific book about the differences between the two sides of your brain and how they affect the way that you think. For me, I find it quite inspiring because the right side of the brain is all about your kind of self-awareness, relationships between things, the way you create. So in that sense, it's really helpful for my creativity and learning how to use the right side of my brain. And then the left side of the brain is all about logic, categorization and language. So it's a really good sort of formative book. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, Anna S. Skvortsova, but you're asking, how do you balance being an entrepreneur and being happy? It's a very good question, and I'm trying to work it out. But I think the main thing I would recommend, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, is to make time for doing things just for you and things that you love. And that, I mean, that can literally be hanging out with your friends. You know, don't become an agoraphobic loner like I did at various points in my life. I don't meditate. It's not for me. So I find other ways of being mindless and mindful, which are generally with my cats. Dear C Swallow Me, what are some low budget ways to start learning prosthetic applications at home? The ISAMAYA FFRENCH YouTube account, obviously. But YouTube is really great, and I learn a lot from YouTube, and also Instagram now. Obviously they have longer reels, and there are, you know, everyone loves prosthetics these days, don't they? So just get online and order some stuff and try it out. Ache of Victory. How do I figure out which creative path I should choose when I want to do it all? Well, aren't you lucky that you like doing so many things? And I would encourage you to keep doing all of those things and not worry about what you should or shouldn't be doing or finding one, because eventually you will, like something will stick, won't it? The best thing is not to worry about it, because you might prevent yourself from exploring some really exciting opportunities and ideas. Victoria Williams, 1086. That sounds like a very old-fashioned 1086, Victoria Williams. What can I be doing at age 6? Oh, she's only 16. What can I be doing at age 16 to jumpstart my creative career? Well, do you want a career at 16? No, lots of shaking heads. No one wants a career at 16. Just enjoy your life. But if you really badly want a career, beginning to make work for yourself, so you start to create your own kind of creative practice and get kind of into the rhythm of doing things for yourself. And that's everything from researching to carrying things out, you know, buy a camera or makeup, whatever you need. And then also interning. You know, I dropped out of university, it wasn't for me, didn't find it particularly helpful. And I think there's a lot of pressure for young people to go to school, and I just don't agree with it, because I think getting involved with, you know, other people that you sort of aspire to be like is the best creative thing that you can do. So go and do internships or whatever. Quan347. How can I get into makeup assisting for fashion shows? Should email agencies is a good idea. Any makeup and hair agencies, and just blanket email as many people as you can. Just keep doing it till they get really pissed off with you, and they will have to reply to you or block you. But hopefully they'll reply, and then you'll get a go working on a show. Or you could find you can find out who the person's assistant is and email them. Sorry, Tash, incoming, loads of DMs for you. Gina Henry MD. Is that like a WebMD? Gina Henry. Medical Dictionary. What's your long-term vision for the brand? Long-term, I suppose, just to keep making makeup. And I don't like to think too far ahead. It's stressful, isn't it? But my vision for the brand next year is to make more makeup and to do a big core collection, so that you can have everything from foundations to mascaras to lip liners, and have a real ISAMAYA Beauty kind of core catalogue of makeup. And collabs, obviously. Still want to do collabs. If you're a perfume, what would you smell like? Oh, gotta be cat piss, doesn't it? I mean, I've got 3 of them. That's what my house smells like, so I'd probably smell like that too, and maybe, I don't know, like a bit of patchouli, I don't know. How involved are you in the creation process? Very involved. I mean, I work with different teams and different people, so for example, when I develop the makeup, I work with my assistant Tash. She comes to the labs in Italy with me, and I work with my product developer there, and we, create the makeup, the packaging. I work with one of my art directors and creative directors, Tiff, and we work on developing the packaging together and do the designing with different designers, everything from kind of furniture designers to makeup creators. And then when it comes to doing all of the campaign stuff, I'm right there from the beginning, doing concepting and working with stylists and, hair and makeup departments and yeah, all of it really. Why did I select Beauty Without Restraint as a brand focus, and what does that really mean? I think it was like a bigger message, not just about kind of beauty, but just the idea of doing something in, in the beauty sphere, in the cosmetics and commercial world that felt like, I wasn't working under the traditional kind of limitations and restrictions of the beauty world, hence why, did a shaped lipstick or did a BDSM themed collection. I didn't want to feel restrained by, I suppose, the environment that I was traditionally working in, if that makes sense. If there's an ISAMAYA FFRENCH starter pack, what would be in it? Do you want to answer that one? There'd be a gig ticket, wouldn't there, probably? There'd be a band t-shirt.
Yeah, a band t-shirt.
Probably.
Some bum bands.
Oh, yeah, for glute workouts.
Yeah,
glute workouts. Tea, a bag of like trail mix or something.
Yeah.
And an Android phone. So thank you for sending in your many weird and wonderful questions. I'll be doing this again, so feel free to DM the team and I'll get back to you next time.